think he found out I was going to ask him. There are some things that he has to answer. And right now I'm concerned he's going to get blown out by Jasmine Crockett. Right now I'm concerned until this stuff is put to bed that Sheldon Daniels ain't going to cut it. And I'm not saying he can't win. I'm not saying he's not a viable candidate. What I am saying is until this stuff is actually answered to the satisfaction of MAGA, he's probably not going to get President Trump's endorsement. He's in Texas. He's probably not going to get Ted Cruz's endorsement. And I can tell you, until he answers this to me, I'm not going to endorse him. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who he would need to help push and amplify him are not going to endorse him.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our citizens. We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, y'all been blowing me up, spamming me, sending me all kind of emails, DMs. I mean, seen it like multiple times in the comment section, and I said, I got y'all. Yeah, we finna go on a little investigation, a little mission with them Patriots tonight. Promises made, promises kept. I told y'all I would do it. And Mr. Sheldon Daniels is up next, and it's not looking so well, a little fishy. Yeah, buddy. He is running against the one and only Jasmine Crockett. And I know what them Patriots are saying, and I see it all over Twitter and the forums and the comment section where people are saying in the community, they say, we want that lady out of here. Anybody, we'll choose anybody than that lady. You know? And the one who is running against her, Mr. Sheldon Daniels, is a Army veteran, attorney, small business owner, a common sense fighter, and he's running to flip Texas 30. And he says Jasmine Crockett is chasing headlines. I'm building a movement for working families, small businesses, and public safety first. And he wants you to join the fight with him. But they've undiscovered something on the fella. I feel like it's all we always find something on anybody. It's like everybody has something, you know. And somebody was saying a Democrat posing as a Republican, and then he was supposed to do an interview with this guy that we're going to pull up. And I guess he had certain questions for him, and when he found out that he was going to ask those questions, he didn't answer the phone or just backed out and went cold turkey, hiding. Again, hey, we want to get into all of this, y'all. It's going to go down. We want to keep it real. You know, I promised y'all, man. Promises made, promises kept. I'm always gonna be a man of my word. We're gonna always keep it real. We're gonna spread fun. We're gonna have a good time to laugh on this channel. So hey, if you're new here, join the family. Hit that subscribe button. And it's one love to the human race. We don't give a damn what side you're on. We don't care what you bang, what you look like, what your skin color is. One love to the human race and common sense. And we are rooting for America. We are rooting for America first. America First agenda. We are rooting for President Trump. You know, common sense. Now, a lot of these things we have now are it's not even 80-20 issues, it's, and 90-10 issues. You know, and they keep sending this lady out, loud, ghetto, ignorant. You know, most of the time don't even know what she's talking about, and then what comes out of her mouth is either just racism or blaming white people in government, white supremacy. It's a disgrace, you know. But that's the same thing we see with the black community. It's the white man's fault. Oh, I ate 10 hot dogs today and gained weight. I was supposed to lose weight. It's the white people's fault. It's the white man's fault. I was late for work and I got fired. It's the white people's fault. It's my white manager, my white boss that fired me. Because I've been late to work almost every single week. It's the white people's fault. they play victim and make excuses, and y'all know how it is, man. And I've grown up with people like around people like this all my entire life. I even have family members that think this way. I just don't understand, But Mr. Sheldon Daniels, again, Army veteran, attorney, small business owner, a common sense fighter, running to flip Texas 30. He says Jasmine Crockett chases headlines. He says he's building a movement for working families, small businesses, and public safety first. He wants you to join the fight. There's a good picture of that fella right there. And he's also been he's been tweeting a lot on Twitter, or X, to get Jasmine Crockett on a debate. He wants to debate her. He says he even added her. He says, "Hey, Jasmine, I'll be happy to debate the effects of tariffs tomorrow since you're such an expert now." Miss Crockett thinks she's an expert on everything. He says one day left. He's been calling her out for a very long time to debate her, and she will not debate, hiding, scared, Yeah. But there's still a lot of support and love for Sheldon Daniels. I want that to be known right now. And again, we're just getting into what all you guys have been saying. I'm not saying I'm against him or saying I hate him or anything in this video right now. Again, we're just getting into everything as you guys send me stuff. But they say we choose anybody. We can. He said the guy said I'll choose my uncle who can't even see and can barely read, and who smoked Black and Miles every single day over this lady. That's what one of them patriots said in the comment section. For real. I'm not making that up.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands. You're not. We done picking cotton.
We done.
We are. You can't pay us enough to find a plantation.
I know that's right.
So
I know that's right. Woo! Yeah. Immigrants pick cotton. And with these Democrats, it's like they've went like hundreds of years back. Especially since Trump is in office, they think we've went hundreds of years back. You just can't make this stuff up, man. And she's very famous for her eyelashes and stuff like that. I'm just scrolling and seeing what's all being posted. Okay, yeah, Twitter is all over the place. But let's get into what we need to get into. And the title is, should MAGA support Sheldon Daniels as the candidate to beat Jasmine Crockett? And in the comment section, it says, if a leader doesn't have time for his people, the people don't have time for him. Not good at all. Texas needs a good candidate. His silence says it all. It won't go well for him. Crockett has to go. Crockett needs to be in jail. She has a loud mouth that is a legend in her own mind. If he won't talk to you, he has got to be hiding something. An honest man will talk to you in a heartbeat. I believe that too as well. Again, y'all know me. We talk to anybody. Hey, what it is, what it do? Let's talk about it. Let's debate about it. Let's have an honest conversation. Come on, let's do it. Yeah. Texas needs to do better, period. Not if he's a fake MAGA. Although it seems like anything's better than Jasmine Crockett, she is a total clown show. Thanks, Barry. Keep up the great work. Crockett should be voted out. No more Jasmine Crockett. Says, forget it, Barry. Daniels skipped out 3 times with lame excuses. Sounds like Kamala Harris. We need a new candidate. A man of integrity doesn't blow off a scheduled, committed appointment. Just saying. So yeah, I heard that he was supposed to, and shout out to Barry Cottenham. I believe he just interviewed Laura Trump as well, man. That is amazing. So we're definitely gonna show some love and support And I'm gonna definitely make sure I subscribe to his channel. And maybe y'all can tell him you seen him on OkayRickk and say, Rick. Again, a lot of you guys sent me this video to get into, so let's get into it. Again, a lot was discovered. Woo.
The fact that no one is questioning his mental acuity or fitness to serve is beyond wild to me, right? Like the fact that they sat around, called Joe Biden, sleepy Joe Biden. And as I said before, at least you could sleep at night because you didn't have to worry about your 401k disappearing overnight. You didn't have to worry about these allegations of fake invasions. You didn't have to worry about the cost of food just skyrocketing or skyrocketing cost of all of your electronics. You know, the fact that Apple was flying in planes of iPhones before the tariffs hit, like this is crazy work for no reason. So, you know, I just hope that people remember, because seemingly they got amnesia the first time. And so you've got opportunities to vote. And I will tell you that every single special election we've had, Democrats are swinging no less than 15 points. But honestly, we should be swinging 30 and 40 points because of the level of incompetence and harm that this administration is bringing upon all of us.
So you may be thinking to yourself, Barry, why are you showing this idiot again? And I'm concerned.
I like Barry. I'm already starting to like him. I think I've watched one of his videos before though. He looks very familiar. I'm already starting to like him though. Complete idiot, man. I tell you. Complete idiot.
Concerned. I am very, very concerned. Sheldon Daniels, who is going to be challenging Jasmine Crockett, was supposed to do an interview with me yesterday, and I was going to record it and then broadcast it today. 3 times now, he hasn't shown up. And I don't want to be overboard here and hyperbolic, but 3 times with crazy answers, he hasn't shown up. Yesterday we logged on. We were supposed.
I know how we are. We try to give people the benefit of a doubt. Again, he is running. He's running against this lady. He has a lot on his schedule, and I seen him out there promoting and doing all this. And they were working with some kind of real estate, and they were giving him an office so he can camp. It's just a whole lot going on that I see, you know, on his page. And then when I try to stay up to date with what's going on, because again, ever since this Jasmine Crockett lady has been going viral, we've been, you know, showing our support for Mr. Daniel. That's why I'm so invested into this, you guys. You know, and I'm glad that you guys are bringing this to me, and we're all bringing this to the light. You know, but it's all, you know, and it's something always comes up with a candidate. It's always something, you know, we discover. It's always something that's fishy or something they've said in the past, or they said something on this. They might have said it like 4, 5, 6 years ago, 8 years ago. They're like, oh, this person said this. Oh, this person tweeted this. So, you know, we always discover something, man. And I'm here for it. Because I'm ready to call you out. Yeah, buddy, we ready to call you out. That's what them Patriots do. We call you out. We go on these missions. But as y'all know, Jasmine Crockett right now is also being investigated. And Sheldon Daniels actually played a part into that investigation. So, whew. She ought to be fully investigated, audited, and thrown in handcuffs. Thrown in jail.
To record at 10 o'clock. And I go, great, we're all set. Let's go. Your sound level fine. Let's do this. And how much time do you have? I got about 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, it's going to take me 5 minutes to introduce you. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should reschedule. So we reschedule it again for 4 o'clock yesterday. I even told you guys we're going to record him at 4 o'clock and then we'll broadcast him. No call, no show. Actually tried to get back in touch with him, and he's like, I'm doing something on X, and I can't really get away right now. Dude, you had a commitment. You have to get away. And it concerns me because there are some things I think he found out I was going to ask him. There are some things that he has to answer. And right now I'm concerned he's going to get blown out by Jasmine Crockett. Right now I'm concerned until this stuff is put to bed that Sheldon Daniels ain't going to cut it. And I'm not saying he can't win. I'm not saying he's not a viable candidate. What I am saying is until this stuff is actually answered to the satisfaction of MAGA, he's probably not going to get President Trump's endorsement. He's in Texas. He's probably not going to get Ted Cruz's endorsement. And I can tell you, until he answers it to me, I'm not going to endorse him. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people who he would need to help push and amplify him are not going to endorse him. I'm a small fry. I don't have that big of a voice. But I think I have enough of a voice, especially with you guys and how you can disseminate things, is that, Sheldon, you need to step up your game. You're going to be going up against somebody who's a heavy hitter. Jasmine Crockett, as nutty as she is, as much of a crook as she may be found out to be, she is a heavy hitter in this Democrat Party right now.
Yep.
You are running up against not Jasmine Crockett. You will be running up against the machine. And so you need to make sure that your game's not good. You need to make sure you've got the top level game. You need to make sure that there's nothing that could dent you. Because she's going to come for you and she's going to squash you like a roach if you're not on your game. So let me tell you what I was going to question him on in case you guys don't know.
Let's jump in.
It's kind of embarrassing. Let me just hit this. All right. So I found these tweets post on X.
20th from 2020.
From Sheldon Daniels. And as you can see, looking at this, these texts here are from 2021 and 2023 and 2020. Hope you can see them on the screen.
Oh boy.
This is a guy who's trying to court MAGA. This is a guy who's trying to get us to help him get elected. So this one here, they actually stop when, and he's talking about all kinds of anti-white stuff, BLM, and we're not talking ancient history. We're talking 2021, 2023. So you can read, they'll actually stop when laws get passed to end white privilege, systemic racism, and the war on black people in American society and politics. Stop acting like you can't understand a simple concept while at the same time pretending to be smart. Don't know who he was talking to, but I'm like, whoa, dude. You just went there? You posted something like that? Okay, we all have a past. 2020. Let's say things were different back then. You realize now, right? You realize. Then 2021 shows up. We still have no policies in place to address any of the manifestations of institutional racism within our criminal justice system, our economy, or in our educational system. My question would have been, Sheldon, what has happened since 2020 that made you change? Let me rephrase that. It couldn't have, because you came back in 2021 and said the same crap. All right, so 2021, we're talking 4 years ago. So we'll give you a play on that, depending on his answer. Then the last one at the bottom, which is the one that really hit me. We don't hate capitalism. We hate that a small group got a gigantic head start on the world through imperialism, racism, and sabotage.
Oh, boy. Oh, man.
I'm going to leave that up for a second so you guys can see that.
We got to pause it? Oh, man. Somebody up right now making bacon, grits, eggs, and waffles. Don't forget the orange juice, apple juice, cranberry juice. Matter of fact, let me just sample all of them.
I had planned, if he had done the interview, I'm like, dude, this was February of 2023, 2 years ago. What the hell? What the hell were you thinking then?
I said, we don't hate capitalism. We hate the small group got a gigantic head start on the world through imperialism, racism, and sabotage. We still have no policies in place to address any of the manifestations of institutional racism within our criminal justice system or our economy and educational system. They stopped when when laws get passed to end white privilege. Systematic. Whew. All right, Brother Sheldon, all right. Systemic racism and the war on black people in American society and politics. Stop acting like you can't understand the simple concept while at the same time pretending to be smart.
And if it's not what you think right now, tell me how you made the metamorphosis that you've gone through to now all of a sudden in 24 months be like, hey, MAGA, 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 America first. What happened? And that answer, which he's going to have to answer to some of the bigger networks, he's going to have to answer that on Fox should they bring him on. He's definitely going to have to answer that in a debate down the road should he get up against Jasmine Crockett. That stuff is sitting there. You guys can look it up yourself. And so I didn't want to sandbag him. I told you, I got some questions. And nothing am I saying right now is denigrating him. These are actual posts that he put up that are still up probably if you search them. So, Mr. Daniels, since you're not here, maybe you can, send me an email or send Ashley an email and tell me what the hell this is. I have no answer for any of you because he didn't answer to me. Because that would have been my question. Dude, tell me.
I wish he would have actually, been a man of his word and actually, he had an appointment. They actually had a great interview. We got to, got to get some answers, But man, he bailed 3 times.
How you can fit into an America First ideology with that kind of thinking as a black man. Going up against Jasmine Crockett, who's got, they'll throw $20 million at her. They're going to squish you like a bug. And you better you don't have the foundation right now to stand on. No one's going to get behind you until you can figure out how to answer this. And so he had posted something, and this is what his answer was. As it began getting exposed, he posted this. I'm sorry about falling for the BLM okie dokie a few years ago. Tensions were high, lines were drawn. Looking back, I feel dumb. Looking ahead, I feel stronger than ever. America first.
Sorry about falling for the BLM scam a few years ago. Tensions were high, lines were drawn. Looking back, I feel dumb. Looking ahead, I feel stronger than ever. America first. What do y'all think about that? I know, again, there's a lot of forgiving folks of part of the family. They say, Rick, we must forgive. We must look through this. Rick, hey, anybody's better than Jasmine Crockett. I know, y'all. I know, man. But again, I'm so glad that Barry brought this up, man. And a lot of y'all know I was one of those ones that never was really into any of the BLM and all the black life and this crap. And as I was seeing the protests going on, I wasn't too invested. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't too invested. And I don't even remember me posting anything about that crap anyways. I wasn't even into politics like I am now. So lucky for me. But I used to be I used to be an anti-Trumper. A lot of y'all know that. A lot of people know my anti-Trump story. And, I believed in a lot of things they were saying. A lot of the, racist this, that. A lot of things they were saying on the CNNs and what family members and friends were saying. I believed in that, until I started thinking for myself and doing my research and understanding what's really going on and seeing the lies, the fear mongering, the hatred, the divisiveness, the misinformation, propaganda. So I was one of those ones that was an anti-Trump, and a lot of y'all know that. So I don't got to go through my story again, but I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm blessed, man. And I'm glad we got out the dark side, man. And it's been good versus evil. That's all we've seen, man. Good versus evil. But he says he's sorry for falling for the BLM scam a few years ago. Wow.
Great. Fantastic. So let me know, you guys who have seen his answer. Let me put it back up. And you saw what he posted in 2023. This was in 2025, this response. You tell me, without getting in the thick of things and basically having some sort of very strong mea culpa of telling you and people like you across the country, I am America first now, all of a sudden, since February of 2025, when I hated white people and I blamed you for being systemic, but now I see the light. I didn't have a chance to ask him that. He didn't show up 3 times. So, Sheldon, if you want to come back on, I'm sure Ashley will respond to you by text. But now you understand this is what we need to know. Unless you guys tell me, right now that no, it's okay. He saw the light in 2025 on March 11th. Remember this post here.
But again, we see a lot of people are just mad and you know, you can't show up. You know, that right there, that draws a line for a lot of people, man. You can't show up. You gotta be able to show up, man. And I'm saying it just in case he runs across this video. I know with y'all share my videos, and my videos have been seen by a lot of people, a lot of elected officials. People in the Trump administration have seen my channel multiple times. So I've been reposted, you know, so many times. So that's just real right there, man.
It wasn't like there was anything before that. This is March, let me scroll down so you know when it was. March 11th, 2025. He saw the light 30 days ago. I'm sorry about falling for the BLM okie dokie a few years back.
Probably got called out and had to respond to it. People were like saying like, hey, you said this though.
Tensions were high. That ain't as recently as March 10th, before you did this little post, that then you decided to come clean? Seriously? Who did you vote for in 2024? Prove it. Prove that you voted for Trump in 2024. This was March 2025. Prove who you voted for back then.
Great.
And then tell us why you said, I'm telling you what I would have asked him.
It would have been a great interview. A great interview.
I'm pretty sure you guys expect people who are MAGA to have been there, if not from the very beginning, but at least not last month. At least not a couple months ago. And then tell me we have a viable candidate to unseat Jasmine Crockett who didn't, flip a month ago. Otherwise, we're going to see that witch back in Congress. You feel comfortable donating to Sheldon Daniels?
I'm pretty sure say that she got to go. She got to go.
I don't feel comfortable donating to him. And again, maybe I'm being over the top. But Sheldon, you got Ashley's email, you got her text number, you can respond. Got to put on your big boy pants and make sure you show up. Because if you don't show up for an interview that you have committed to and just blow it off because something else floats your boat, sorry. There's been many interviews. I'm like, Ashley, do we need to do this? I'm tired. I'm not sure if I got to be there. Yes, I have also rescheduled, but I've called. She's called, and we've fixed some things up. Come on, Sheldon. You got to stand up, big man. You got to bring the big boy pants. You can't be mad at me. If you want to convince the MAGA world, you're going to have to bring it. And that's all I got to say. So I'm going to take some of your comments here. Let's see here. Daniels is not reliable. We need a candidate with integrity. And I'm not questioning, just to let you know, I'm not questioning his integrity. I don't know the man, so I can't do that. What I'm saying is that stuff that he wrote needs to be explained profusely.
Yeah.
I think. Can't someone else take his place? Sure, somebody could run down in Texas. Don't waste your time and our time on Sheldon. Lose his number quick. Somebody's like, lose his number. Nope, doesn't work for me. He's Crockett without the dress and the wig.
He's Crockett without the dress and the wig.
Barry, I'll run if I could be. Good, move on. We cannot let Jasmine back in. Someone's got to be down there. I mean, I'm dumbfounded. I'm absolutely dumbfounded. Isn't he the one that caught on video that he was a Democrat playing as a Republican? I'm not really sure. Haven't seen that. He's got a lot of stuff, but yeah, it does. It makes me question his motive. Sounds like a Democrat posing as a Republican. Somebody's asking about veteran biker. That's tomorrow. Veteran biker is tomorrow. Sheldon was live on a podcast earlier today. Great. Did they ask him the questions? Did they ask him the questions about all this stuff, or was it like fluffy nutter? My problem is that this is what I look at. I look at this is MAGA. And we have been bamboozled, and so many people have decided to jump on at the last moment, do coattails and stuff. I can tell you right now, there is absolutely no way he's going to get President Trump's endorsement with all that stuff in his back record. His inner circle will be like, stay away, stay far away. This is dangerous. It's some guy out of the blue, nobody's ever heard of, and in vetting something like this, and tell you need to just lay bare. You need to just come out and tell people, whatever you need, Sheldon. I'll take Jasmine over a fraud. Wow.
Somebody said I'll take
Yes,
Jasmine
he's an Army
over
veteran, and he is an attorney. Both, exactly. He's not MAGA. So we know what kind of nutbag she is, and he doesn't have a chance. No. He's going to need so much money to go against that Democrat machine. It's going to be completely
Remember, and I
crazy
told y'all that.
I
told y'all that in one of the previous videos we just did on Jasmine Crockett and Sheldon Daniels, the replacement video. End
up doing, because she's like their little darling right now, even though she got caught, and maybe his chances that she ends up going to jail. If she goes to jail, maybe that will help.
Yeah, that'll help him. She gonna get pulled with her hands behind her back. Woo! You got to put your hands behind your back.
I'm not really sure, but it's
Jasmine Crockett go to jail.
And so again, in closing on that segment, to answer everybody, and I would give people in the audience the opportunity to ask you questions too, because it's not just me. It's this community who is very engaged, and I'm talking directly to you, Sheldon, if you see this. This community is very engaged, very forgiving, but you got to answer the questions, bro.
Answer the questions.
There's a reason why you ducked me but went on some podcast today, because you knew what was coming, and that even bodes less, man. That bodes even less. So, wow. All right, so be careful. I'm saying that to both of you, both the community and to you, Sheldon. Be careful, because at this point, if we're thinking these things and we think those things could take you down, then Jasmine Crockett's going to take you apart. She's going to rip you to shreds. She has the same information. She lives near you, so she's got even more information. She's probably talked to your homies in the hood. She's going to go way back on you. See, she's an open book. We already know she's a nut job. We already know she's crazy. She's going to expose you, and I don't know how you're going to be able to go against her. I mean, it'd be like the best of two shit pies, and I don't eat shit pie. I feel sorry for the people of Texas who have to choose between one shit pie and the other shit pie.
Jasmine Crockett is quick to call the January 6 defendants violent criminals who deserve to be locked back up even after being pardoned. But clearly, this isn't about law and order. This is about power. It's about punishing political opponents while letting bad actors on her own side off the hook. If Jasmine wants to talk about who deserves to be locked up, then let's talk about the real bad actors walking free today. Let's talk about the politicians and the bureaucrats who lied about COVID to strip Americans of their rights and destroy businesses and silence dissent. Let's talk about the elites who waged war on retail traders when everyday Americans dared to win in the stock market. Let's talk about the operatives who rigged elections against the will of the people, manipulating rules, suppressing information, changing definitions, and interfering in our democracy. The corrupt insiders who laundered taxpayer money overseas, funneling billions through shady deals while Americans struggle. The people connected to the government who have mysteriously disappeared whistleblowers who spoke out against corruption. The J6 committee members who doctored evidence, lied to the public, and ran a sham investigation for political theater. And let's not forget Jasmine herself, who called for Elon Musk to be taken down, a blatant incitement of political violence. So Jasmine and her allies, love to scream about threats to democracy while ignoring the destruction that they've caused, that they continue to cause. They celebrate violent riots when it's their side, and they ignore crimes when it benefits them, and they push for the imprisonment of political opponents while excusing their own corruption. So Jasmine's hypocrisy is on full display here. If she truly cared about justice, she'd be calling for accountability across the board, and not just for the people she disagrees with politically. But that's not what this is about. It's about control, and the people of TX30 and the people of America are waking up to it. Now, I wake up this morning and go for a run, and the first thing I see is Jasmine Crockett running her mouth, again, saying all the wrong things. It's time for TX30 to rise up. It's time to put America first. Jasmine Crockett is for they, them. Sheldon Daniels is for you.
Oh, boy. It's a lot of cleaning up we got to go on. We'll see what play out, man. But he was not wrong. Barry was not wrong about anything. Spot on, man. You shout out to Barry. And thank you to everybody that sent me this video to get into, man. What do y'all think? I can't wait to read the comment section. This is gonna be a late night upload, Oh boy. Love y'all. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, family.